It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
In the criminal justice system, sexually-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Story time on how me and my boyfriend drove to Dallas for me to get a tattoo done, and it ended up with me being blocked, my crack being uploaded, and me being called an old hoe. So, to start, I just want to say that I would not normally entertain anything like this, but she said that she was going to do a story time, so let's go ahead and tell the story. 3 months ago, I booked my appointment with her and I paid my deposit. This past weekend was my appointment. My boyfriend flew in from Chicago to drive me to my appointment. 24 hours in advance, I wrote her to confirm my appointment and to also confirm the number cream that I had got, just to make sure, everything was straight. This was at 9 o'clock in the morning. She did not respond. At 5 o'clock p.m., I wrote her again, basically letting her know, like, hey, I'm going to be on the road early. I just wanted to confirm. She still didn't respond. So I went to my boyfriend. I basically told him, like, I don't know if I really want to go anymore because she not confirming. She not responding. So he was like, man, she got to be on point. She took your deposit. We going to still go. Now, mind you, I'm in Houston. She's in Dallas. So she's a 4-hour drive. So I asked him, like, so you're willing to take the risk? He like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. 6 o'clock in the morning, we wake up and we on our way to Dallas. He told me to write her and tell her, like, hey, I'm on the road. See you at 11. So I did that. About 2 hours later, she wrote back and was like, see you then. So in her initial message, she did state that, it was no additional people allowed, which I had already told my boyfriend prior when I first booked it. And she sent me the address. However, I did not know, where I was coming to because she said that she wasn't going to send me anything additional until I arrived. That was a risk I took with, booking an appointment out of state. So either way, we pull up to the address. I'm noticing now that we're at a complex. She then sends me the directions to get to her apartment. So we get there. My boyfriend, he walks me to the door, as he should. So we get to the door. I walk in. She immediately look at him like, I said no additional people. And so I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then in the midst, he's like, well, I flew in from Chicago. Woo. And I stopped him. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. He doesn't have to stay. And so she's like, well, I said in your appointment that, I said in the message, no additional people, woo, woo. And I said, okay, again, I said that he doesn't have to stay. She's like, well, I'll do it this one time. And so she directed us to go to the back room. She basically pointed to the back room as to where we should go. So we got back there. And I told my boyfriend, because she had rubbed me the whole wrong way. Her attitude was so nasty and her energy was off. I'm just like, First, I want to just cover a couple of comments that was left on the video. I am from Chicago. My boyfriend is from Chicago. I recently came to Houston. He flew into Houston to drive me to Dallas. So when I stated that this is a risk that I took with booking out of state, that's where I'm coming from. And insinuating not to book in a city or a state that you're not familiar with, and also that you have to drive a ways to without knowing where you're going. Secondly, you guys are stating why I didn't just state that he wasn't staying. So when I walked in, I didn't know what was going on behind me. In return, that's when she looked at him immediately and said, I said no extra people. He then responded and said, well, I flew in from Chicago. At that point, maybe he felt like that was an opportunity. At the end of the day, I don't have control over what he said. I only have control over what I said. And from that moment, I was responding to both of them and saying that he did not have to stay. Now, moving forward, I can tell that her energy was off and she was very nasty about it. So when she directed us to the back room, we got to the back room. I told him, like, hey, I'm going to let her know when she get in here that if she is not comfortable, that you can leave. He said, okay, cool. She came in the back room maybe about 3 minutes later. I then stated that to her. She then said, well, I told you in the message no additional people and you still brought him to my door. Number one, I didn't know that I was coming to an apartment. Number two, which is what I told her, he came to the door to make sure that I was safe. So she was like, well, it's out of respect for my home, but he's already here, so he can go ahead and stay. So at that point, I just left it alone. To me, out of respect for your home, you have 130K followers, you doing clients consistently, everybody is coming to your home, there's already no respect. But that's neither here nor there.
Facts.
She began to do my tattoo. She asked me to show her my cover up, what I wanted covered up, which was on my back. I sat down, she looked at it, she started to begin to, you know, shave my back or whatever. At this point, I let her know, like, hey, I have the numbing cream or whatever. So she was like, okay, did you apply it? And I was like, no, I didn't apply it. No one ever told me to apply it. I'm like, and plus, I wrote you yesterday to confirm the numbing cream and my appointment. Nobody ever responded. So from there, she got on her phone like she was calling her assistant, and she was like, I see that you didn't notify her to apply the numbing cream. I don't sell the numbing cream and I don't apply it or whatever. And then they got off the phone. So then she told me, like, well, I'm going to tattoo done. And it ended with me getting blocked, my behind uploaded, and getting called out of my name. So from there, she said,
Oh,
that she
ho.
would go ahead and apply the numbing cream, that it would take about an hour for it to work. I told her, thank you, I appreciate it. She told me that she was going to go walk her dog. In 30 minutes, she'll come back and she'll draw it. She came back, we discussed my ideas. She said that she was going to begin to draw it and that she was going to show me throughout the process of her drawing it to make sure I liked it or if I wanted to make any changes. I told her, okay. She asked me if it was all right for her to record me. I told her yes, because of course it is on my back and I can't see it. So throughout the process, she will record, hand me her phone, and that's how we would discuss the tattoo. The process took about 9 hours in total. She did have to keep stopping because she did have a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. And of course, they are babies. They can't take care of themselves. About 5 hours into the appointment, my boyfriend went to go get something to eat. He asked her if she was hungry. She said that she was good. And I want to say for the remaining of the appointment, everything was smooth. The following day, I was just on Instagram. And some told me to just go check her page. So I was going to go check her page. And that's when I noticed that I was blocked. I told him, like, I think she blocked me. And he was like, no. So I'm going to let me see your phone. I went to her page from his phone and noticed that I was blocked. So I'm like, that's weird. But at that point, what can I do? The following day, I went to my hairdresser and she saw my tattoo and she was like, that's nice, they snapped. And I was like, yeah. She was like, I might need to go to her or whatever. And I'm like, well, she's in Dallas or whatever. I'm like, but she blocked me or whatever. I can give you her information. Matter of fact, I'm like, you know, I can put it up on your phone or whatever. So I put it up on her phone and that's when I noticed that she had uploaded me with my crack out. I did not give her permission to upload me. And I just feel like it's very weird that you blocked me, she blocked me, and then uploaded me, especially with my behind being out. I did not give her permission to do that. So from there, I had one of my friends like write her basically in comments stating that, you know, I didn't give her permission to take down the video. She responded, and when she responded, she was very nasty again.
I would like to start this video off by saying, if you follow me or been following me, you know I don't usually like being on the camera. I don't do story time. This is like my first time recording myself like this ever. But the fact that this TikTok and all this lady lies has just gotten me to the point to do this, y'all. My name is Olivia. A lot of y'all know me as Liv. I am a very well-known tattoo artist, usually very well respected tattoo artist in Dallas, Texas. So let's get into this story. Let's start by let's back up for a minute first, because in her TikToks she said, well, she stated that, you know, she booked an appointment 3 months in advance, and that's what a lot of people were talking about in the comments, like, girl, you booked 3 months in advance and it was still some bullshit, whatever. This lady rescheduled on me about 2 times. I've worked very hard on my business to get to where it is today. And if you reschedule on me, I consider that a huge waste of my time. So I always and it's not always, because a lot of y'all know, because y'all book and y'all reschedule. I sometimes will honor your deposit. I sometimes won't. It goes hand in hand. It depends on how early, I guess, in advance you gave me before you canceled. It depends on other stuff like that. But for her first reschedule, she just told me she wasn't going to be able to make it because she rescheduled without losing her deposit. I was nice. I said, yes, I will honor your deposit for this one reschedule. You know, let's get you rebooked. Got her rebooked. So yeah, she asked me at around 7:30 p.m. the night before our second appointment if we were still good. I didn't get around to seeing it or answering until I think 2 a.m. around 2 a.m. And I was like, yes, we're good. I didn't cancel. I didn't say nothing else to you. Yeah, we're good. And then, yeah, so then around 10 a.m. On the 29th, she was supposed to come, I think, 11 or 1 p.m. It was 11 or 1 p.m. It does, I don't know. But she was, she texted me around 10 a.m. and was like, hey, I didn't see your message. My friend was driving with me from Houston, and she made other plans. Can't come anymore. Yeah. Ended up rescheduling. She did pay a new deposit because I did require a new one after the first reschedule, and our new date was for last Monday. In my bio, always in my bio since I started tattooing, it says home-based. I've been in 2 shops. I booked 3 shops in my life, and y'all see my work. Y'all know my Instagram. Y'all know me. I can get in not even on no cocky stuff. I can get in pretty much any shop I want to get in. I've been asked to get in pretty much every best shop in Texas. I am a very shy person, unfortunately. I'm very, very quiet. I can't help it. I don't know why I'm that way. I wish I was it. So I genuinely work better at home in my space. This is my safe space. I couldn't really imagine working anywhere else. I don't think I ever will work anywhere else. Even in my older years, either I'm gonna get my own shop and just be me working in that hole. Let's keep it clear, because I don't like working with other people. I don't like working outside of just my space, if that makes sense. It don't have to make sense to y'all, but this is my space. Like, it's in, basically, stay on track. Point I'm making in my bio, you know, everybody know it says home based. It's always said home based if I'm at home. In part 1 of her TikTok, she said something like, when she said the address, you know, she didn't say any additional info like, you know, the door and exact location. It was just an address. And then I found out I was pulling up to a complex. Girl, it says home based in my bio. I'm a home based artist. Everybody knows Art by Liv is home based. It's nothing more, nothing less. Like, I'm home based. We all know that, girl. Like, that part of the TikTok really like was just like so annoying, because we know I'm home based. Like, you know, it was a home. I opened the door, and of course there's a smile on my face, like always. I love what I do. I love creating, and I love making money. I got somebody coming, gonna spend some money on my work, so of course I'm top of the morning to you. Hello, you know, walk up to my house, you know, how are you? So I'm opening the door, smile on my face, and I see her and a guy. This happens all the time. People bring people to the door with them, you know, which is understandable, especially if you're coming from out of city or out of state. That's understandable. So, you know, me, I'm still smiling. I'm still happy. Hi, you know, how are y'all? And it's to, you know, they're smiling too. They're very friendly at first, you know. And then, so I'm telling her, so you'll go this way, and it's this, you'll go all the way back to the left. That's what I tell everybody. Yeah, just come on in, go this way, all the way back to the left. She walking in, and he walking in too, and I was like, oh, and I don't allow extra guests. That's when I will say, yes, I got attitude, because why are you walking in my house? It says it in the message, which I will upload. Again, I will be uploading pictures of it. Please, no extra guests allowed. And it's the fact that, y'all, I have allowed extra guests in my home before, plenty of times. And like I told her, it is a respect thing. Why are you coming to my house with somebody else? And these are my exact words to her. I told her, it's a respect thing. Like, you're coming to my house. You know I'm not in the shop. This is my house. This is my business. I do it out of my house. Like, I'm not working on nobody. This is my shit. If I'm telling you nobody can come, don't bring nobody. When I've allowed other people in the past, it's because somebody let me know in advance, hey, can this person come with me? They're traveling with me. And it happens. And I'm fine with that. I honestly usually don't have a problem with extra people sitting in. I know I'm great at what I'm doing. I honestly love when people watch me work, because, yeah. But yeah, my exact words to her was, it's a respect thing. Which it is. Like, I let you know that I don't allow extra people. Why wouldn't you let me know that you're going to bring somebody extra? Because, again, it's happened before, and I let people bring extra people. I will. I mean, if you ask me in advance, you know, depending on the situation, depending on the day, like, you know, maybe, you know, ask. Don't just show up to nobody's house with somebody when, you know, you've been clearly instructed not to. So he did start mentioning that he flew in from Chicago. He was like, I done flew in from Chicago. I can't hold her hand. Mind you, while walking in my door frame, while I'm still standing in the door frame, I'm like, y'all, I didn't say somebody else to come. Why, like, you know, shit like that. And so at a certain point, we was just going back and forth in the door frame. I was like, fuck it. Okay, fine. And she was in a little bit here and there. She had a big ass attitude about it. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I had a big ass attitude about it. Cause girl, we had my shit. And I'm not gonna keep going back to that. But like, girl, I told you and you didn't tell me. And so we both females. We got attitudes. We being bitches right now. And so we get to the back of the room, and she just starts saying something like, he gonna always make sure I'm safe. I mean, he gonna always make sure I'm safe. He don't gotta stay, but he gonna make sure I'm safe. I'm just like, he already in here, girl. Just sit the fuck down. I mean, of course I ain't say it like that, but it's just like, no, I mean, he already here. That was my exact words. She was saying that I had said, I'll allow it this one time. I didn't say that. Those words never came out of my mouth because I've allowed it multiple times before. It's not just a big thing to me. It's about respect. Again, respect my word, and I'll accommodate you. But the way she came about it, because it didn't have, even if she would have brought him to the door and just asked, she didn't ask. Like, it could have been different. It could have went a whole different way had she had some fucking respect. So another situation that was going on with this appointment was numbing cream. I don't answer my DMs at all. It's never me texting you. If you're in my DMs, you think you're texting me. I have an assistant, my blood sister. She's the one who handles my inquiries, my calendar, my prices. She does everything. I do nothing but tattoo. We are taking full accountability for this step, this part in this store, because not that it was just like a big ass deal, but it wasn't just something that was said. I tell my sister, you know, when people ask me about numbing cream, make sure you tell them I do not offer it and I do not apply it. Meaning I will not, I don't sell it. I don't sell it to you. You got to come with it. You know, you got to buy your own. And I do not apply it, meaning you have to come with it on before. I will not sit here and apply numbing cream during our session. So when my client was asking, about numbing cream and stuff, my sister, she sent her the brand that I recommend to a lot of my clients. There's no specific reason. I'll also upload a picture of that because it's a lot of people asking for the numbing cream too. But it's no specific reason I recommend that one. It's just a brand a lot of my clients use. It's on Amazon. But yeah, so she only sent her the picture and she was like, this is the kind that I recommend. And the girl was like, cool. And the girl got it. Shit like that. My sister didn't say, you have to put it on before. So that part, this next part, okay, I get it. It's on me. So she get here and she said something about numbing cream. I asked, do you have the numbing cream on? You know, how long ago did you put it on? She said, I don't have it on. And that's when I went back through our messages. I was like, sister, my sister didn't say that part. So I'm going to just, I went ahead and I even took 45 extra minutes out of our appointment and put the numbing cream on. We sat for an extra 45 minutes. Mind you, I'm booked. I have other appointments today. Usually, and I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong or not. I feel like if you can't sit through the tattoo, that's not on me. Like, that's not really my problem. Whether if you need numbing cream or not. Like, I don't like dealing with numbing cream. I don't deal with numbing cream, period. Like, people could come with it on, but I'm not going to sit here and reapply it, which I did with her because I'm too nice and she brought it. And I will say, like I said, she didn't get the message that it had to be on before. So yes, we took an extra 45 minutes out before starting, so her numbing cream could sit. I set them, her and her guest, in my tattoo room. I closed the door. I went there. I'm a mom, chill with some kids, two of my kids, until the 45 minutes was up. And then I came back in here and we started the tattoo. So yeah, it's nothing more to that really. Like, we've started the tattoo. It took a lot longer than it should have because of the fact she couldn't sit. I had to keep reapplying numbing cream. And yeah, but during the whole tattoo, y'all, it was good vibes. It was we was in here all just kiki kaka talking to each other. No, it wasn't like that. But like, I'm smoking my wood like I do with every appointment. I got music blasting. It's TV on. Like, we just chilling. It was cool vibes the whole tattoo appointment. She in there crying her goddamn ass off, can't sit still and shit. And me, I'm an artist and I sympathize if I'm putting you through pain. Like, and y'all know if you book me, I'm gonna coach you through that shit. Like, I'm gonna talk you through that shit. Girl, you got it, girl. You're good. You're doing so good. Like, I'll be nice like that to people. Even though she rubbed me the wrong way, even though we had a little debacle in the beginning of our appointment, it was cool vibes during the whole appointment because I let it be cool vibes. I didn't just, I was like, I'm not gonna have an attitude, and I never do that. Even if a client pissed me off, I'm not gonna sit here with an attitude while I'm doing your tattoo. No, we're gonna smile, we're gonna get this done, you're gonna go on about your way, period. So we done with the tattoo at this point, you know, good little 7-8 hour session, gorgeous tattoo. It came out beautiful. And it even was bigger than it was originally supposed to be. That spine piece, that spine quote that goes down the middle was not supposed to be there. And yeah, I allowed her to add it, just being nice, you know, because she wanted to add something down the middle, even though that wasn't discussed in the messages. I had other clients that day. I had to push back, you know, because the movement, the number cream, and the fact that I allowed her to make it bigger, you know, just trying to accommodate, just trying to really like, because that's me. I'm a people pleaser. I'm a client pleaser, not a people pleaser. I love to please who's in my chair giving me money. So I'm going to do whatever I can to make you happy. It don't matter how bad of an attitude you came in with, like, you paying me, so, you know, I got you type shit. So let me address this blocking situation. Y'all, a lot of y'all are making it seem like I had an agenda. Like, I planned on, let me just block her so I could post 2 centimeters of her goddamn ass crack on my Instagram and she won't see. No, that's not what it was at all. I knew that I was going to block this lady as soon as she came to my door with an extra guest and a fucking attitude. I knew she was going to get blocked as soon as that happened. I even when I was working on my next client after her, who I had to push back a few hours so I could finish her piece, I was on the phone with my sister, and I was just like, oh yeah, because, you know, she has my Instagram, she's in my account, she handles all my stuff, and so I was just like, go ahead and block whoever I had just had, and that's what she did, and that was that. Like, I didn't even look at the pictures, I ain't post the pictures there, like, just go ahead and block her. I can block whoever the fuck I want to. That's what she was really mad about, that she got blocked and she can't book no more. Because even when she was leaving, oh, I love it, I'll be back. No, the fuck you won't. That's why you're mad that you got blocked. It's not about the booty crack. We all see, like, we grown as hell, y'all. Like, it's like of a little crack. Like, girl. Also, if you have books with me before, you know that before I take any pictures, I ask, hey, you mind if I take a picture? That's my line. That's what I say. Every time I get done with a piece, I get done wiping it off, I'll let you look at it, you tell me it's good, I say, you mind if I take some pictures? You know that, I know that, she know that. You knew I was taking pictures, you knew that I was going to post them. She asked me to airdrop the pictures that I took off my phone, but I was in a rush because, again, I had to push my last client back, and she had already been waiting outside for about 30 minutes. So I was just trying to hurry up and take the pictures and go. My phone, I don't have my airdrop thing set up. I don't know how to do airdrop on my phone. So I was like, give me your phone. Let me take a picture. Let me take a video off your phone. That's what we did. She saw that. She looked at the video. She was walking out, looking at her phone, looking at the video. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Like, you saw your ass crack, girl. So yeah, it's not really a lot more to say about the situation. It is more I could say. It's more shit I could air out, like message-wise and shit. But like, it's really not much more than what we've already said. I've said it. She said it. Both stories are out there, I guess. But this just, I don't know, for me, I need to be even I feel like I'm pretty strict, but I need to be more strict about who I allow in my house. I'm 22 years old, and I feel like it's that one crowd, and I'm not talking about my elders. I promise I'm not. It's just some ladies, when they come in here, they think like they could get past what I'm saying because I'm young, and you know, it happens a lot to me, and I hate that. But every time it's gonna go how I want with her. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. I'm gonna remind you what the fuck I said in my fucking house, and I'm gonna just start sending people home. That's what I've learned. Send their ass home.
The most important part of this story time is the fact that I did not give her permission to upload my crack on her page. When she initially started to record me and I told her that it was all right, she stated that she was not recording my behind. The tattoo that I got covered up is on my lower back, and when she started to shave and wipe, I noticed that she was hitting the top part of my shorts, so I rolled my shorts down more to give her, you know, more room. I did not know that the tattoo was going to come out so low. However, that's the way that it came out. The tattoo was beautiful. I'm not denying her work at all. I wrote her and I asked her to remove the video. She stated that she wasn't going to remove it. I could not write her from my personal page because she blocked me. So again, I had to have a friend write her, and her response was very nasty.
Oh, let's see. This is really weird activity. So you not only blocked me, but you uploaded me revealing a private area of my body without my permission. You were very unprofessional and nasty spirited from the start. Usually I wouldn't mind because I'm all for supporting people, but you have 24 hours to delete this video before I take legal action. Thank you. She says, I'm just seeing this, girl. You sound about dumb as hell. Gotta stop letting old ass bird braids in my chair, SMH. LOL. I have the original audio for that video when I asked, do you mind if I take pictures, and you saying go ahead. So I don't know where you trying to go with that, ma'am. At your big age, you don't know how to read or follow policy instructions. Probably why this little business is so little. Your weird ass can stay blocked, but if you like any tips on growing a successful social media platform, hit me up here. What?
So just imagine how she was in person. She blocked me because she knew that she wanted to upload that video, and she stated that she was not going to record my behind. Now, when she finished my tattoo, she recorded it. I asked her, I said, can you airdrop me the video that you have? She just started slipping up on her words, and she was like, well, give me your phone. I'll record from your phone. When you airdrop, you're not airdropping your phone number, your email address. You're not airdropping anything personal outside of the video. She knew what she had planned to do. I did not break no policy. He was not staying. I told him that he was not allowed to stay when I booked my appointment, which I will also add a receipt to that. Am I saying that his response was right or wrong? No, I don't have control over that. I told her that he can leave. I booked an appointment with her last year. I confirmed my appointment with her the day before again. She responded very late. This point in time, I did not take the drive. So when I booked my appointment again, she required for me to pay another deposit. I didn't see the reason behind that, but hey, I paid the deposit. So this time, when I confirmed with her, I'm like, maybe she's working, tattooing, maybe she's just having a time to get back to me. So, I was having my doubts, but I was also giving her the benefit of the doubt. As far as y'all saying, it was no face on it, this, that, and the third, how would they know that it's you? Come on now, use common sense. This is social media. Thousands of people probably seen the video that she uploaded to me. What about when it comes to time when I want to upload my own tattoo or upload my back? You never know who might see it. However, again, I stated that if I didn't want to upload it, she should have respected that and removed it. Then she stated that me and him argued with her for 5 minutes at her door frame until she finally gave in. If we argue with you, why did you not refuse services? Why you didn't tell both of us to get out? If I had such a bad attitude, me and you both females, so we both had attitudes, that was your home, sweetheart. Anybody come to my house with an attitude, I'm kicking you out. Simple as that. So, no, you had an attitude. Why would I have an attitude with somebody that's about to put a permanent tattoo on my body? For anything, I'm going to be the nicest person to you. Then she said that when we got in the back room, I was like, oh, he can leave, but he's going to keep me safe. He can leave it. That's airhead business. I don't even talk like that. That ain't even me. I simply said to her, if you are not comfortable with him being here, he can leave. And she stated, well, you brought him to my door. I simply said, he came to your door to make sure I was safe. That's it. All the extra dramatics that she doing, that never happened. Then y'all are steady saying that she has home studio on her bio. I definitely knew. I followed this lady over a year ago, close to 2 years ago. Y'all don't know when she put that in her bio. I did not see that in her bio.
Portia, be quiet.
If I did know that she was home-based, I'm still coming long distance. I'm not from Dallas, Texas. This is a foreign area to me. If he wanted to walk me to the door to make sure I was safe, whether I knew it was home-based or not, he can do that. Do y'all know the times that we're living in? This got this far because I wrote her and said that I wanted the video to be removed. She screenshotted, put me in her story, said how she was going to do a story time, that I was delusional. So the fact that she's on her page even doing all the lying that she is doing is crazy. I'm gonna also insert that.
She says, I hate making videos and being on camera, but I'm going to do a story time on this client in a few. She's the definition of delusional.
I have inserted receipts and everything else. I have no reason to lie about what took place when I got to her house, and I'm not going to constantly go back and forth about it either. I asked for her to delete my video. That's all I wanted. If she wanted to cover my crack and re-upload it, I wouldn't even mind that. I just didn't want my crack being uploaded on her page. And that's my personal request. I don't care about anybody else's crack. I don't care about how y'all feel about, oh, it's just a crack. It's my crack, and I don't want it on her page. I don't upload stuff like that on my personal page, and I don't want nobody else uploading it of me either. So again, like I said, I feel like I covered mostly everything. If I haven't, oh well, believe what y'all want to believe. This is the end. Tomorrow is Easter. Happy Easter. Jesus died on the cross for our sins, and he rose again. I do have a ministry.
Jesus
wept like Christ on all platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Follow if you want faith-based content. Hopefully I'll see y'all later over there on that side. On this particular side, I'm done with it.
She says, everything I stated was the truth, and you know it. I have no reason to lie. I gave you permission to record me, but I gave you permission to upload my behind crack. Even when you literally started recording me, you stated yourself that you would not record my behind. Yet you blocked me and then uploaded it. When you do your story time, please tell the truth on what really happened. I never once argued with you, and you know that. I was very respectful to you, even at why are you even responding to her at this point? Like this. What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my player partner, Lucky Wizard Deals. Keeps you lit. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Hit the link down below. We got Moose Coffee. Yes, we got Moose Coffee, man. Use discount code everydaypj, man. Get them cake cups, man. Hit the link. Just hit the link. Check out what you want to check out. Just hit the link. As long as you hit the link, just hit the link. Okay, you don't gotta buy nothing today. Just check out, cause you might want to buy something later. Payday on around the corner. Okay, it is what it is. You know, we got the super fat burners. You can hit the HiveMindLabs.com link too. Let's get to it. All right, man. I just want to hurry up because it's Easter and we got things to do. All right. First of all right, there's two sides to every story. I think both of these ladies are right and wrong. Okay. First of all, ma'am, you might be getting shut down very soon. You might get evicted from your apartment and all that because you put this online. Yes, ma'am. No. And it's going viral. Yep, ma'am. No. This is not the business. You should not be tattooing out of your home. It is illegal. But we could talk about legalities and all that stuff on another day because you obviously know that. Regardless of how many other people do it, you shouldn't. Okay? Let's keep it real. All right? Two, ma'am, Numbing Cream has instructions. This is for this person. Numbing Cream has instructions. I mean, a simple Google. Now I'm starting to think you're an old hoe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to Google. I don't know how to use my phone. I'm just playing. You're not an old hoe. But I'm just saying, Google works. Figure it out. Like this is nothing. The initial interaction, you've already addressed it. We understand. Like, I don't know why we beating back and forth at this dead horse. That is so stupid. You know, I understand y'all could come into an apartment. I get that. I don't see why the artists don't get it. Everybody should get it, but let's make sure she's safe. Hey, my policy is this. Look, well, can we work something out, or can we leave? Do we need to leave? Whatever the case may be, get it done. Get the tattoo done. Like, we're here for business. This is a business transaction. Let's get it over with. And however the rules are the rules. Let's follow them. Maybe an exception But anyway, she says the whole interaction between the tattoo went fine. There was no back and forth or nothing through the whole thing. The situation happened after where she posted a butt crack. Now, ma'am, who cares if your butt crack is online? There's a million butt cracks online. You don't want your butt crack online. Well, you know, I don't think it was like indecent exposure. I get it that you probably may feel violated, but just saying, I haven't been to your Instagram or nothing, but your ass better not be out at Turks and Caicos. You hear me? Okay, we don't want to see that. We want to see your ass fully covered wherever you at on social media. Now, you said you run a Christian page. I'm pretty sure your ass is covered up, and I guess you got good reason to have it covered up because of your faith. All right. Now, other than that, I think you did a wonderful job handling yourself in this whole interaction. But I also think that, you know, you kind of dropped the ball too. Like there should be some accountability on both sides. This story time is basically a big misunderstanding. It's just not somebody really did y'all wrong. It's just the business wasn't done right. Okay. And I don't know if you didn't notice that it was a home-based building. It could have been like an address and it says Suite 103 or Apartment 103. Just who knows? But if she put my place of business is this Apartment 103, yeah, then you kind of know. But if it's like Suite 103, because you could think of, if it's in a big complex, there's different areas. So maybe she didn't know. You know, like, who cares? Like the people in the comment section is making it about, oh, you should read the policy. 90% of y'all don't read people's policies. 90% of y'all don't read people's policy. When you get that little warning, y'all scroll up and just put okay. Y'all don't read that stuff because sometimes it'd be a bunch of frivolous information that's presented by a lawyer to take accountability from the actual person, whoever's doing the service. Okay. So a lot of people just scroll past all the stuff and just, now if she has a guideline, she say, please read my guidelines. This is stuff that is important. The numbing cream should be important. The having guests should be important, and that you're coming to an apartment should be important. Okay, and the fact that anybody wants to go get a tattoo out of an apartment, it should say like, you know, I wouldn't want to have my services done at an apartment. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't want to. It's not that there's anything wrong with it or the person ain't a good artist. Personally, I just wouldn't do it. Okay? Like, not anymore. But if you know me, I got 90% of my tattoos are jail tattoos. So, whatever. Every tattoo after that, haven't been in a cell block, okay? Alright, so so I understand going to a house and getting a tattoo is not a bad thing, especially if you're in jail. But we not in jail no more, so I don't need to go to nobody's house unless I know that person. If I have a personal relationship with that person, or I know this person probably comes highly recommended, but baby, get a studio. If you're doing business like this, one client, one day a month will pay for your entire month. And you do that 6 days, you pay 6 months in advance, and you got a studio for 6 months, and you just grind it out. And it don't even have to be a big space. It could be a shared space. You know, there's different spaces for this type of business. I just think, as a business owner, it might, well, let me take this back. I can understand if you grinding and trying to get to where you need to be. So maybe she's in the new, because look how many people start their food business out of their kitchens. I get it. This stuff happens all the time. It's not uncommon. But you know what I'm doing? I'm building my business to put in a space where I can cook legally in the kitchen. So that's what you should be building towards, is to get that out of your apartment. And it sounds to me that you had no intentions on getting out of that apartment because you feel comfortable bringing people over there, smoking in your own home and all that stuff. Because I don't think weed is legal in Texas, so you can't really just smoke in all type of buildings and all that stuff. So you might have to buy your own space, and that's just the part of it that you just gonna have to do. There's nothing else about it, man. Everyday people, man, tell me what y'all think about this crazy situation in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.